The following audio meditation was channeled through Alaya and recorded for a live group of students. This meditation is called Into the Cave and is the first of an audio course of 11 meditations, also called journeys, of the same name, Into the Cave. For more information, please visit danceoflightandmatter.com. We recommend that you listen lying down or seated comfortably, supported so that you can fully let go and surrender. It's fine if you fall asleep. Go ahead and get comfy. I ask to connect as my higher self. I ask to connect as my soul. I ask to connect as my divine self. I open to receive what's next for me.
Settling now. And with your mind's eye, with the third eye, or in your heart, in some way opening to this light that blooms from within you. And just letting it be your experience, whatever is happening for you. Perhaps a shivering or good, a sense of movement in your body, or a light, good blooming in your head. And allow yourself to bring your awareness to the third eye, just in front of the forehead and between the eyebrows. And begin to concentrate your focus there. And you can bring your awareness also to the root as if you were sitting on a flower or a tree stump with roots that go into the earth. Breathing into the pelvis. Perhaps clarifying as your own soul and greater consciousness, as your own divine self. Perhaps with angels coming to join you, to support you. Opening your heart, your mind. Angels and guides specifically here, helping as appropriate, perhaps at the back of the neck, good, the area where the neck and the head meet in the back, the area of the brain stem, like gentle fingers of light opening softly. And angels in the back, as if you had wings that could blossom and open to the back. Good, in that tree stump, feeling of the rootedness in your belly, in your hips, perineum. The beloved earth and soil from which our own matter, the flesh of our bodies, is made. And so sitting here in contemplation, as if being purified, as if being bathed, and as you are ready, not a moment sooner, begin to walk toward the opening of the cave, the opening of our meeting place here. And you might be handed a torch. And you might find that you are wearing robes or some simple dress. You might feel a beckoning or a call in your heart. You might begin a song or hear music. Welcome, friends, as you enter one by one, placing your torch upon the wall and finding a seat. And noticing the dynamic nature of this place, of this cave, how it is cozy and snug and warm, and how there is plenty of light, and how it expands to welcome those who come, those who are called. Good. And just breathing here, and you might have a sense of your molecules, your units of consciousness shifting to this place where you are seated in the cave. It might be that you are still purifying and preparing, and that is fine. You will shift into this presence when you're ready, and have a moment to feel your body supported by gravity and resting on a bed or in a comfy chair or in some other position. And letting yourself be drawn once again through the heart, through the third eye, however you are drawn, through these phases, sitting on the tree stump, purified by a shower of light, walking into this welcome home, a place you know, a place where you know you are welcome and seen and known and recognized. And it might be that as you sit and settle and find your space, that you are seated next to an old friend, someone that you have traveled and journeyed with for many, many lifetimes. It might be that you have been separated in time and space and have not seen one another in body for a very long time. But the safety and the connection that you have, the recognition, it is like a homecoming. Good. Just noticing your experience here and how the energy is shifting, and recognizing that this is indeed a portal, a place where you can come. And as the energy is moving and spinning, however you perceive this, that there is an opening, a place that leads, good, that connects, and that welcomes the teacher, the master, the friend. And notice how the room expands and how the light, the quality of the light shifts as he enters. Breathing and acclimating to his presence here, body to body, human to human. Acclimating your skin, your breath, your song to the tones and the notes as he emanates his truth and the light and the way of his being. Good. Very good. Having a sense of welcome and of the ability to turn the dial of your own awareness to meet and match and resonate here to the degree that you like, that you find your own comfortable bandwidth here. And noticing how he presents himself here. How fully can you see him? How fully can you feel and perceive the allness of his presence? And so what he wants you to know is, and this is you, and this is your freedom, and this is your truth. These notes and tones that I emanate, this fullness of my presence is yours as well. And so tune yourself, dear friend. Tune yourself. Turn up the volume, turn down the volume. Open your heart. Play here. Use me as the note, the song, to measure yourself next to. Let yourself expand. The room will expand to accommodate you. Notice the way that I am free from my body, but also free in my body. This is yours. You can have this. There is nothing that separates us except for your mind and the illusions of time and space, the ways that you have been inculcated over many generations, and it is time now to release yourself from these illusions and to recognize your instrument to own and claim your radiance and to let yourself be all that you are and allow the others to rise to meet you. And when we are gathered like this, in a space like this, with a covenant such as this, a covenant of trust, of purity, of welcome, of all of you is welcome. That you can drop the veils, you can drop the masks, you can drop that which you have hidden out of fear or shame or of concern of being crucified or persecuted. For here you are free to practice being all that you are in a body and being seen and known here. Now notice as you expand how the room adjusts. And so now he is turning up his volume again. He is allowing you to see more of him. And notice the impact that this has on you. It might be that a part of you wants to take a rest, perhaps go sit back on the log outside, or perhaps just observe. Or it might be that you match note for note, expansion for expansion, that you also have permission, that you also are the master embodied, and that it's time now to have that freedom and that permission to let yourself be this bright, this unveiled. Let the room expand. Challenge yourself to allow the space to be even bigger. And see if you can allow yourself to see, softening your view without effort, letting go of the constrictions in the third eye, letting go of the constrictions or strictures of the mind, to mold yourself in his likeness, the likeness of the all that is, or the Lord or the God. What does that mean? To mold yourself in the likeness. Notice how I have molded myself in the likeness. I reveal all that you are able to see. I do not hide myself from you. You are invited to see all that I am. And I am here for you to see and witness your unveiling. And it is time for you. Good. Bring your awareness fully to your own belly, your own spine, your own skull and fingers and toes and knees and hip joints, the soft flesh of your belly and breasts. Bring your awareness to the center of your own mind. And see if you can find this resonance from that place of centered in your own mind, that you can see through the lens of your third eye more clearly and more clearly and more clearly as your vision opens, as you reveal yourself to yourself and then to me, and then safely, without fear, to the others. And notice how the room expands, how this cave is a portal, how this cave is like a womb and that it expands to meet the needs of those gathered. You are in an opportunity of becoming what you came to be perhaps many cycles ago. That it is now time, that you have what you need, and that you have one another. And this is important. To have one another, to have this knowledge of one another in this way it matters. It matters in the way of it becomes matter. It will become made manifest before your eyes, this way of being free together, even if you are in different countries, even if you are in the same house. That by being together in this way of unveiling, you strengthen your own heart. Your shame gives way to truth, purity, love, and acceptance, not just for you, but for the others here, and not just for you gathered, but for all beings. And this is part of your, we would say, work, privilege, opportunity. Bringing your awareness once again to the center of your own spine, of your own head, of the top of your head, reaching up, up, up. Good, and letting that cascade down now. Reaching up, up, up from the top of your head as if a spindle or a shoot of light, and then cascading down, directly down through the center column, through the pole of light in your core, but also showering down around the cocoon of light that you are, down to the pole at the bottom, like north and south poles of the earth, of your body here. It might be that your cocoon begins to spin or move. Staying centered here and staying connected with me here. I am steady. You are steady. We spin. We are solid. We are light. We are matter. We are free from our bodies. We are free in our bodies. Together, we are whole. And notice the size of the room. See if you can challenge your mind to open. Good, very good. The idea of a room that expands. The idea of enough space for me, but also the containment of your body, the precious nourishment for your body, the elixir that coats your nerves so that your nervous system can handle the amplified or unbound volume of your own light and presence. And so look at me now once again in my eyes. Gaze upon my body. Notice my heart. And have the knowledge that I am but a mirror for you. You are this light. You are this master. Breathing now into your flesh. Breathing now into your flesh. Breathing now into your flesh. Breathing as your flesh, coming into your body now, and releasing him as he removes his presence from this room for the moment. And as the room acclimates, and as you acclimate, you might have a sense of your friends, your beloveds, the others in this space together, breathing and acclimating and making choices. Making choices about how much of this expansion do I take with me out of the cave. And it might be now that there are robes hanging on hooks in this cave. And if you see a robe that seems like it might be yours, you can go to the hook and take a robe. And it might be that when you put this robe on, it is like a soothing elixir of I am human. And while I do not need to veil my light, I have this covering, this filter, so that all with eyes to see sees my light and knows who I am, and I see them. And those for whom it would be premature, they feel the kindness, the kindliness, and the grace of my presence without feeling threatened or frightened. So if you like, you can take a robe and allow that to blend with your being. Just notice the color, the feel of it. And begin to have a sense that the room is shifting once again, that it is becoming stone walls, stone benches, clay, or some other material that is solid and of the earth. And when you are ready, you can take your torch and exit. And as you exit, you bring with you all that you have integrated, all that you have seen and remembered. You bring with you the connections you have rekindled in yourself and with one another. Perhaps you contemplate how or what or when this interfaces with your incarnation. And maybe you pass by your avatar, that part of you that prepared before entering the cave. As you make your way into what is in your reality of time and space, of the yet becoming time, your body, your breath, the fingers and toes, as you integrate as you find the union with yourself here as the enlightened master that you are, in concert with the human critter that you are, breathing, stabilizing, loving your flesh, loving, embracing, accepting all that you are, all that is in your environment, remembering. Good, very good. And just coming back, taking your time, enjoying the sensations. Very, very good. Coming back when you're ready.